Okay, so let's talk about the show last night. Last night was a blast on Nigerian Idol's season 8. I don't know how many of you watched the show last night from start to finish. I did. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I had so much fun. And this is about where I give massive accolades to IK. Guys, I know that IK is an amazing presenter. I know that he's a great host, but last night, oh my God. Last night was simply amazing. I mean, me as a viewer watching from the comfort of my home, I felt like I was in that space, right, where all the action was happening. And I felt like his style of, hosting the show sort of brought some sort of refreshing feeling to everything. And I don't know if it's because the show is almost coming to an end now. Yeah. Last night's show was just quite relaxing. Yes, I mean, for the first time this entire season, I almost did not have any complaints at all about all the performances from our top 3 contestants. I almost did not have any criticism whatsoever to give. Just chilling and listening to these contestants completely took me all the way back to the very beginning when they, came in for their auditions, were struggling to find their voice, their identity on the show. And now, guys, all I could see on that stage was the manifestation of all of that hard work. And guys, it made it really hard for me. It made it really hard for me. I couldn't even say that, okay, fine, at this point, this is my winner. This is my winner. I was in a very, very tight corner last night, but I thoroughly enjoyed the show. And on this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my highlights from the show, and also, do the usual that we do on here, analyzing the performances of our top 3 contestants. Yes. So let's get into this video. And as usual, I look forward to seeing your thoughts in the comment section below. And officially, you are all specially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the T. If you're new here, or maybe you're an OG but you are yet to officially become a part of this community, please do not hesitate to do exactly what you see on your screen. All right, now quickly, let's proceed into the details of this conversation. So in as much as I thoroughly enjoyed the show last night, the double elimination that happened really got me emotional. Yes, and it was all because of Osa Daniel. Frankly speaking, I wasn't really surprised about goodness. I mean, if anybody else, from the top 3 had been sent home, I would have questioned the decision of the voters. Yes, but for Osa Daniel, I was kind of sad, but at the same time, I wasn't really surprised. I mean, I've always said in all of my analysis that Osa Daniel is one of those contestants that really stood out the entire season. Has this very, very amazing voice, very, very distinct voice that had its own personality, its own character. I really loved this voice, but then I also complained a lot about how chilled he was with his performances, and I had always questioned that. I was kind of sad, but at the same time, I wasn't really surprised that he was eliminated last night. Anyways, I wish them all the very best in all of their endeavors. Now, moving on to the performances last night. There were 2 parts to the performances, guys. The first was the unplugged version of the songs that the contestants would deliver, and the second was the viewer's choice. Yeah, I really loved the part for the viewer's choice. Yes, I mean, that was the part where viewers had actually voted for particular songs for the contestants to perform, and oh my God, guys, they all slayed their performances. But let's begin with the first round of their performances. Let's begin with Quest. For our first performance, she performed IDG by Asha and Wizkid, and frankly speaking, guys, that was a very, very beautiful performance. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought her vocals came alive with that particular song. Yes, I mean, we're used to, for the past few performances, right, we're used to hearing Quest sing out her heart. We're used to hearing her, fight for a position in the competition via her vocals. But for that particular song, it was like a moment of respite for her, that, oh my God, finally, I made it to the top 3. Let me sing. Let me enjoy this particular music. Let me serenade myself. Let me serenade the viewers. That was the way I saw it, yes. Although one of the judges, I think it was Obi Asika, was saying later on that it felt like she rushed through the performance. And I'm like, how? Come on, judges. This particular segment was called the unplugged version of the song. So if you had seen the way, if you had listened to the way even the instrumentalist, right, played this music for the contestants, you would have seen that it was like they were breezing through the songs. Some songs that were meant to be slow, the tempo were kind of increased. So I'm like, nah, if it seemed like Quest rushed through that song, that is the fault of the band, not the fault of Quest. Personally, I thoroughly enjoyed her first performance. I felt like it was a seamless performance. Her vocals came alive. It was beautiful to listen to. And I loved the way she improvised. Yes, because Asha and Wizkid has very, very unique ways of singing. These two people are different, have different sounds. Their voices have their own personalities. So the fact that Quest was able to deliver that song the way she did, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know what the judges were complaining about. I felt like they just needed, to complain about something. So I don't know what they were complaining about, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a second performance that I kind of had a bit of a struggle with. Yes. Now, the second performance, of course, was supposed to be like the landing performance. It was supposed to be that fire delivery, right? And she did deliver. I literally tagged her on Twitter, the vocal slayer. Yes, her voice is so powerful. And I still maintain that Quest is a powerhouse. Her vocals is a powerhouse. Yes, she delivered. Yes. However, I think the bone of contention for everybody last night was her vibrato. Yes, her vibrato came really alive. Now, she's got this fantastic vibrato, but last night it was almost overshadowing everything that she was singing on that stage. But still, it did not take away the awesomeness from the entire delivery. It did not take it away. In fact, I loved the way she delivered that song. I loved the way she improvised, right? She did not try to sound like Adele. Because, guys, I've said this before on my channel, and I'll say it again. You can never be like or even become, one into toe, the actual owner of the song. All a contestant can do on a show like Nigerian Idols is to bring alive their own personality, right? Their own identity. And that was exactly what Quest did with Adele's Hello song. Moving on to Victory. Victory performed Blessed by Wizkid first, and then he performed later Happy by Pharrell Williams. Now, if I were to compare his two performances, I totally preferred the first one. Yes, Blessed by Wizkid. I really enjoyed how composed he was when performing that song. I enjoyed the way he played with his vocals. I loved the way he played with the notes. I enjoyed the ad-libs. I enjoyed the notes that he kept on running here and there, or the scales that he kept on running. I thoroughly enjoyed how he did not try to be like Wizkid, but instead discovered his inner Wizkid, brought in his own identity into that performance. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved the way he had fun with the song. However, with his second performance, I wanted more. Yeah, I felt like he went back into being the same old Victory. Victory has a particular way of singing. He has a particular way of performing, which is how he, asserts control over his vocals, and that he did have. However, I felt like, dude, you are in top 3 now. We should be getting a fire performance from you. I mean, this is my frank opinion. So I felt like he kind of just went back into being the same old Victory. Nothing wrong with his performance, I'm going to be frank with you all, but I felt like I had seen that part of him before. I was expecting something new. I was expecting something different, and so it did not end up being a wow performance for me. Yeah, it does not mean that he did not do great. He actually did great, but I just felt like it was just the same old. I wanted something fresh, something different. And last but not the least, Precious Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot to say, but still I don't really have much to say, because it was just very obvious that Precious Mark gave the best performances of last night. All 2 performances, she killed them, she slayed them. On Twitter, I wrote that she ate, she left no crumbs. Yes, Precious Mark was simply the best. Last night, I saw Precious Mark fighting for a spot in top 2. I saw Precious Mark fighting to emerge the winner of the show. I saw Precious Mark singing with all of her might, singing like her life depended on it, without losing control, without losing anything, without going all over the place. She delivered. Her first performance was Beggy Beggy by Arya Starr, and then the second was Diamonds by Rihanna. Ladies and gentlemen, woo! See, there was this fierceness that Precious Mark came with to that stage last night, especially when she was delivering the second song. Guys, I felt it. I had goosebumps. I mean, we've always said that, oh, Precious Mark has this angelic voice. She sings magically, according to Simi. But last night, I heard that fierceness, and I said, yes, this girl means business tonight. I mean, guys, Precious Mark delivered 100%. I have nothing else to say. She delivered 100%. So anyways, guys, it's all up to you now to vote your top 2 contestants, all right? And then from there, we will see who will emerge the winner of the season, all right? And this is where I'm going to stop talking. I want to hear your thoughts about last night's show in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share. And I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Have an amazing, amazing day and a fantastic new week. Bye.